everybody. Welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
I'm Sebas.
So, how was your weekend? Everybody good?
Yeah,
It
we're alive.
was a good weekend.
Everybody looks tired, dude.
I was beat today.
Why?
Work.
Welcome to being an adult.
It wasn't as humid today, though, as it has been, though, right?
No, it was pretty humid today.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's probably what gets you the worst, though, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. And you can only drink so much water in a day, right?
Well, you didn't go outside at all?
Why would I?
You got to go to your car?
To come home
Okay.
and to get inside, but that's... Well, you've never been in my office, right?
No.
So it's like maybe from here to my back door.
Where you park?
Yeah. I don't... The heat barely by the time oh, shit, yeah, it was hot outside today.
Do you open the store?
Yeah.
Is the AC running all night?
Yeah. Well, they turn it on like at 7 or 8, so by the time I get there, it's already,
Who does
73.
that for you?
Huh?
What do you mean they?
The home office, they have it scheduled, so...
Really?
Yeah, it shuts off like an hour after we get off, and then turns on a couple hours before we get there. So it's already 73 by the time I walk in the door. But today was warm because the girl that worked yesterday put it up to 75 because they always, you keep it so cold in here. Well,
Yeah, have you been outside?
yeah, it's hot. I work inside for a reason. You know what I mean?
What do you keep it at?
73. It's like the
Freezing.
house. The house is at 73.
Crazy.
Shoot. Nothing crazy going on with your pools right now. Wind hasn't been too bad. Nothing, right?
No. The typical what happens in the summer, algae problems,
Have you ever found money in a pool?
change.
Just change?
Yeah.
No paper?
No.
Cheap asses.
Well, it's possible, but nothing that worth remembering.
Nothing big.
No.
How was your weekend, son?
Good.
Up in Tehachapi? How'd that go?
It was good.
What'd you do
I
up
went
there?
to their mountain fest.
What the hell's a
It was
mountain
like
fest?
their county fair kind of thing. But there was no rides there this year, and half the vendors that are usually there weren't there. So it was more like just mount.
Wow. So was it like axe throwing and tree chopping?
No, it
No?
was tents of native things. So people, building native memorabilia, I guess. I don't know what the
Okay.
right word for it is.
Okay.
Accoutrement. Probably not good to use French with natives, but
Yeah, probably not.
PTSD type shit, right? Weird metal signs that people put up in their homes. I actually bought a pen there that was really nice.
Okay, like a pin, like a
No,
lapel
like
pin
a
or a writing
pen,
pin?
yeah.
Okay.
What else?
Did you go up there for that?
Yeah.
Did you get to see your friends or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
With friends.
Who'd you hang out with?
I don't know if they want their names said on here, but
Is it people we know? Like, is it,
it's people that you know. Well, one of them you don't know, but you know of them.
all right.
So yes, friends I went with.
Okay. And you stayed the night at Mom's, or did you stay with your friends that?
Yeah, I stayed at Mom's.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, nice, cool.
I bought her breakfast this morning, asshole. How about that?
You bought her breakfast?
Not very nice.
She went to go for the check, and I said, no, I got it.
Wow.
And she let you pay?
Without even a second thought. Like, oh, okay, thank you. Yeah.
She said, "Finally, shoot."
What was it, the alligator reach? Is that what that commercial is?
Alligator arms.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was a good weekend.
So I actually took a couple of days off. I needed to get away from work and reset. And man, was that
Didn't you already do that once?
no? But I'm going
Why
to
don't
do it
you let
again
a
next
man live
month.
his life?
Hold on a second. It wasn't at the Vegas trip?
Yeah, that was months ago.
Yeah,
2
that
months
was,
ago.
there's so much.
It was not that long ago.
So much shit has happened in my work between that trip and this past weekend. I needed to reset. You have no idea. There's so much change at that place right now, and things that are just kind of wonky and weird, and they're just now starting to settle back down. But it's
I don't feel bad for you.
why?
Because you're indoors in AC. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but
73 degrees.
yeah, but you know what, Tony? The great thing about what you do is there's no fucking politics. if anybody's politicking, it's yourself, and you could just be in the mirror and tell yourself to shut the fuck up. I don't have that luxury. If it's politicking, it's coming from the office, and there's, multiple players involved. So telling somebody to shut the fuck up probably not going to work out for me. But anyways, so I decided I took Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off.
You were off today?
Or was that that must have been last week then?
Yeah, because it's Monday, right?
Yeah. Did I tell you about the whole hoopla with the washer and dryer and all that crap? Last week? I don't think I did.
No.
Okay, so it was last weekend. You're right. So last weekend, I took those days off. See, I already needed more time off. I don't even know what fucking weekend it is.
So that's why we were able to record early with old girl last week then, because you're off on Monday.
Right. Okay. So that Thursday, my washer went out. Or that Wednesday. It was Wednesday, I think. And so I called my insurance company, the warranty place for the place for the house, right?
This whole shit.
So they said, and what you do is you fill it out online. And when you fill it out online, it gets to a place for you to put an alternate number and a secondary person. So I put Sebastian. I knew he was going to be off. If they couldn't get a hold of me, they could get a message to him or whatever. Well, for some reason, the fucking insurance company or the warranty company calls the secondary number first. So I hadn't heard from her come Friday or Thursday or whatever. So I called, hey, I set this up. I haven't heard from anybody. Can we set I'm just going through everything that I got from the weekend. I'll give you a call back. Or from the last couple of days, I'll give you a call today by 5. So 5 o'clock fucking came and left and nobody called me.
Yeah, I was going to say, you let that one slide?
So now I'm hot, right? So I called and she answers the phone and I tell her my name and she asks for the phone number. She said, well, yeah, I've been trying to get in contact with you. Well, then why when I called yesterday, did you tell me that this shit wasn't in and that you were going to call me by 5? Well, I'm sorry, but we've been calling the secondary number, the one for Sebastian. Why? And how many times are you going to call the secondary number before you decide to call the first number that's on there? That makes absolutely no sense. I said, can you have somebody come out tomorrow? I'm off. Oh, no. I can't have anybody come out tomorrow. What do you mean you can't have anybody come out tomorrow? Well, it's just that, we've been trying to call you again. That's not my fault. You were calling the wrong number. Well, that's just the way your insurance company sends it. Right. They gave you that phone number and my phone number's on there, right? And then she read my number off and my name. She says, is that you? Yeah. Yeah, that's me. So why didn't you, at what point did you decide to call that number? Well, I'm sorry, sir, but I won't have anything out until next Monday. So now you're telling me that because you decided to call the secondary phone number that I can't have somebody come out and fix my washer until next Monday? She said, yeah, and we're not coming out to fix it. We're just coming out to figure out what's wrong with it. And then we got to send it to your warranty company. And then they tell us if they're going to fix it or not, if they're willing to pay for it. And then we'll do it. I'm like, so this could be like, I don't know, fucking month and a half by the time all this is done. She said, well, no, it shouldn't take that long. Oh, okay. So, all right, fine. So I get off, and the next day I'm at work, and I'm stewing. I'm thinking, fuck, I gotta bother my brother and my sister to go do laundry at their house. Like oh yeah, we did talk about it because I talked about going to my sister's pad to do laundry.
Right.
So I need to go to the laundromat. So anyways, so I said, I'm sitting at work and I was like, fuck it, you know what? I'm just gonna look. So I went online and I went to this company's website that happens to sell washers and dryers along with all the other shit that they sell, right? So I found a set that was within a reasonable budget. And I said, okay, well, I'll just bite the bullet and I'll buy a new washer and dryer, let them fix the washer, and then I'll sell the old set, take that money and put it towards the new set, right? So because the washers and these new ones only last 5 years fucking anyways, whatever, whatnot. So I went online, I bought it, set up to have it delivered Thursday. I was like, great. So then I get an email from them, and they said, "Hey, so we'll be there to deliver and install your brand new dryer on Thursday, and you could pick up the washer from the store in Palm Springs." And I'm like, why the fuck would I schedule that? First of all, I don't have anything to fucking put it in. Much less the whole point of having delivered is so that I don't have to worry about it. Just get it done.
Right.
So I called.
Again, he's stewing.
I'm my head's like just inflating and my heart's racing.
For once, not with ego.
So I called because on the top of the receipt, it said that it was a Palm Springs store. So I called them. Hey, I need to talk to somebody about my delivery that I'm supposed to get tomorrow. The guy that was on the phone immediately knew the receipt number. Okay, Mr. Lopez, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, I want to have the washer delivered with my dryer, but it's saying that it's back ordered and that I have to come pick it up, that I could pick it up today from your store. Oh, yeah, we have it. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. We have 11 of those here in the store. I'll go ahead and add it to the delivery tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate your help. Hung up the phone. About half an hour later, I got another text. Hey, great news. Your washer's coming tomorrow. Your dryer's coming tomorrow. Your washer's back ordered. We'll let you know when it's available. I'm like, what the fuck do I need a dryer for if I can't get my clothes clean and wet? It doesn't fucking make any sense. So I called them back. And I'm I'm a little bit more aggressive. Hey, I need to know what's going on. I called a little while ago. This guy said, hey, no problem. It's all together. It's going to be delivered. No problem. Now, 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, I got an email saying that, hey, your washer's back ordered, and we'll let you know when we get it. Do you have the washer or not? And is it coming tomorrow? And I gave her my name, gave her the phone. I don't even see you in my system. But it may be because they've already pulled it and put it in the back. Let me get you somebody from that department. All right. So she goes back there. She talks to somebody in that department. Hey, sir, I'm sorry. He's with another customer. He just asked if you can give him a little bit, give him about half an hour, and he'll give you a call back. Is he gonna call me back though? Because if he does, I'm not gonna be reasonable if this person doesn't call me back because it's just gonna. I don't do well with that.
Up to this point, I've been quite reasonable.
Yeah, I said so. I don't want to. Is he gonna call me back? Yeah. I'll make sure. All right. So this was at about 5:45.
In the afternoon?
That was Saturday, right? No, that was Wednesday. So yeah, it was about 5:45. What was that?
In the afternoon?
Yeah. In the evening.
There ain't nobody calling you back.
So I worked. I got off at 6:45. I didn't get a phone call. I called Sebas and I said, hey, I'll be at the house to pick you up. We got to go to this store, food, and come home. All right, cool. So I went, picked him up, and I came back, or we picked him up, and we go to Palm Springs, right? And we walk into the store. And I go to the front counter and say, hey, I don't want to yell at any of you guys. I need to speak to a manager. Right? And I probably wasn't that nice about it. I was probably maybe a little bit more aggressive than that. I was a little bit more aggressive than that. And hold on. I was a little bit more aggressive than that. And one of the guys was like, this is buff dude, right? African American dude. Looked really nice, but he kind of scary looking because he's big, right? He said, what seems to be the... I was like, oh my God, dude. I don't have the... Can you get somebody that can speak in full fucking sense? I don't have the patience. Like, I don't have the fucking patience for you right now, right?
He didn't say it, but we were both thinking it.
Yeah, I didn't...
And my immediate thought was like, my dad's going to choke somebody out in a Lowe's because... or a different apartment store. Because he can't speak in full sentences.
So I was like, well, you know what? I need to speak to somebody about an order that I placed and blah, blah. And right then this little old white man came and he said, hey, why don't you do that? I'll take care of this guy.
Oh my God. I thought an old man was going to pass away in early death that day because I was getting angry. Like through him, I was getting angry. Ooh, my dad's gonna kill somebody.
We're like, hey, buddy, so what's going on? Can you tell me what's happening? I said, yeah, well, so I placed this order online. Well, there's your first fucking problem.
Yeah,
You should never order anything
he's
online.
cursing in the store. He's like, well, there's your first fucking mistake. Did you learn a lesson today?
And I'm like, what? Where?
I'm mentally preparing myself to hold him back.
Like, I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone, right? So I finished giving him the information, and then he says, and wherever the way we grew up, when somebody says, an older man says, hey, buddy, that means, you know what I mean? Get ready, I'm going to whoop your ass, right? So he said, well, look, buddy. So I kind of like slid my foot back.
I know,
like,
I saw
getting ready.
I
like, I shifted, right? Like,
backwards.
what the fuck? And he's all like, he said, look, buddy, I don't know what's going on, but we're going to help you. We're going to get this fixed right now.
We're going to figure it the fuck out.
Let's go back here. This fucking place, their website shit sucks. Like, all right, cool. This cracker's going to help me out. So we go to the back, right? And every time I start talking, he fucking cuts me off.
Oh my God. I literally thought an old man was going to pass away.
So I couldn't get the full shit that has happened out, or what I assume is going on, right? So he's trying to figure it out. He says, man, I don't even have you on the fucking list. I said, well, listen.
Let me go see where the goddamn papers.
Yeah, let me go see where the goddamn paperwork's at in the back and see if I can figure this shit out. I said, well, hold on. Before you go anywhere, look. So here's the receipt. It says it shows that I could pick up the washer here, but the dryer and everything is coming from the Palm Desert store. Oh, see? You did it online. Man, don't fucking do that online. He says you can't talk to anybody. You can't check anything to make sure everything's right. And he says, and he pokes me in the chest, Tony.
The second that happened, I was like, there goes his arm.
He's poking me in the chest, and he says, I hope you learned something today. I'm like, what the fucking, what? So, apparently, with this company, if you buy something and they don't have it, but they have it at another store, they automatically put it on the receipt and tell you that you can go get it at this other location, but they won't go there to get it for you. Right? So he says, but it looks like they're going to deliver it for you from the sounds of everything. You just need to call them at 7 a.m. tomorrow to figure out what's going on. All right. Okay. So I leave, and I'm tilt-a-whirl right now. Like, I'm fucking mad. I'm laughing because this fucking old man. Like,
I'm laughing too. Like
I didn't really, like, there was no consistency of anything in this whole transaction.
You talked to how many people? 4, and they all gave you different answers?
Yeah, four different people by this point, and totally different answers. So I get back home, and I'm sitting there, and it's like 8:30, and they don't close until 10. I said, fuck it, I'm going to call. So I called the store here in Palm Desert. And I talked to the girl. Hey, I said, I'm irritated right now. I said, I really don't want to yell at anybody. I said, but I need some help. If I could really talk to a manager to try to get this figured out, I'd appreciate it. Well, I think the manager that's on duty is busy, but I can get you somebody from that department that runs that department, and maybe they can help you out. All right. So the girl picks up the phone, and just a Latina chick, attitude right off the bat. You could hear it as soon as she picked it. Yeah, what's going on? Like, all right.
This conversation I didn't hear, so I can't vouch whether.
I said, well, ma'am, I said, here's the problem. I said, I did this online. Oh, wow. Okay. I was like, yeah, I've already heard it. Your online service sucks. I get it. I said, so I bought a washer and dryer. I said, the dryer says that it's coming out of your store, but it told me that I could pick up the washer at the other store, but I want them both delivered tomorrow. Oh, well, that can't happen because you bought it. You got to go and buy it there. I said, well, I don't think I have to buy it because the receipt already shows that it's bought. I just got to go pick it up there. No, sir, you're incorrect. I said, the fuck I am. I'm looking at the fucking receipt. I'm not stupid. I know how to read a fucking receipt.
Now, that part I heard. That's real.
And she says, no, you're wrong. I said, no, the fuck I am not. You know what? I'm done. Get your fucking manager on the phone. Well, we're about to close, and he's doing a truck in the back. He's not going to come to the phone. I said, look, you got an hour and a half before you fucking close. It doesn't matter what he's fucking doing. I'm a paid customer. I've paid more than $1,500 today to get this shit done, and I keep getting a different fucking answer. Go tell that manager to get on the fucking phone. Because this is a sack of shit. And she's all like, well, sir, he's not going to come to the phone. I said, well, this is a sack of shit. Seriously, I have the receipt showing that I've already fucking paid for it. You can't send somebody to go pick it up and drop it off tomorrow? No, sir, that's not the way it works. Well, that's just fucking bullshit. And she said, well, maybe you should call corporate. Hey, you know what? That's a great idea. What's your fucking name? What? K-H tu nombre? Sorry, write her fucking name down. What's the supervisor that won't come to the phone? What's his name? Well, sir, it's not that he doesn't want to. He's I don't want excuses. I said, what's his name? And she gave me his name. All right, what's your district manager's phone number and name? And then I want the corporate office's phone number and name. And she says, all right, well, she gave me the information. She says, well, do you want me to go ahead and cancel the order? I said, did I say that? Just leave shit the way it is and let me deal with it. I'm done. So I get off the phone and I can't even fucking eat. I'm hot. So I call my brother. Say, hey, I need to borrow your fucking truck tomorrow. You taking it to work? He said, yeah, I drive it to work all the time. What's up? I said, I need to come pick it up. I got to go pick up a washer. And then I told him the whole story. My washer went out, blah, 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 blah. He says, well, you just need a washer? Yeah. He said, dude, about a month ago, our dryer went out. And we went and bought a washer dryer set because my old lady wanted the same ones. And she says, I think the brand that I have is the same brand of dryer that you have. I was going to put the washer up on Craigslist tomorrow if you want it. Meet me tomorrow after work and we'll just take it and put it in. I was like, are you fucking serious? He said, yeah, it works fine. She just didn't want two different colors or two different brands. Cool. I'll see you tomorrow after work. So as soon as I got off the phone, I fucking canceled everything online. It makes you do it fucking piece by piece. You can't just cancel the whole fucking order. You got to cancel that. Make sure, okay, yes. Cancel that. Okay, yes. Like just a fucking hoopla and a half to do all this to end up canceling the fucking order. Like absolutely fucking ridiculous. But I have to tell you, my brother and my sister-in-law don't skimp. They're not cheap. And when they bought a fucking washer, it looks almost like a laundromat washer. Like it's fucking huge.
Oh yeah, like an industrial.
Industrial. Like you could wash huge comforters and shit in there. So I was like, cool. He said, oh, now I can wash all my shit all at once and just be done. So it ended up, I didn't spend any money on a washer and dryer. The company's still coming to fix my old one. So I'll have that one as a backup if this one goes out, and then I'll just get rid of his, and I'll keep that one. The dryer is going to keep going for ages. It's gas, so it's not going to be.
So you're going to keep your old washer?
Yes. I'm going to keep it in the garage. So if the day his goes out, I have a backup. Or I might sell it. I don't know. Right now, it's just a means to an end. I got fucking washer and dryer.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna need to hook it up though for them to be able to look at it and fix it.
I have a sink in the garage. It has hookups, so they could do it through there. You don't fucking need to come in my house. You can work out there in the fucking heat. That's what you get for working for that shit company. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong for that?
Don't ask him that.
Yeah.
He's more moral than you.
I think
a month and a half out to wait for a washer to get fixed. Come on,
yeah, that I get.
Okay,
but you should already know that's how warranty companies work.
No, the fucking AC when the AC's out, they come in. Now, normally the last time they didn't fix it because it was fucking. Because they sent some numbness.
They sent Old Man Jones.
Yeah, I had some really fucking weird people have to come out and work on shit, and then be like, dude, did that whole shit just happen? They're like, am I awake? Like, it's
and every
weird.
time it's me, because he only schedules shit to happen on my days off, and it's always creepy old white men.
Well, hold on 1 second. Time out too.
Yeah.
Initially, you said that they were calling the alternative number, the secondary number.
Oh, that's a whole different Oprah.
So, whose number was that?
Sebastian?
So wouldn't Sebastian tell you, hey, Dad, this company keeps calling me about the washer and dryer?
Well, he would be able to if A, he answered his phone, and B, if he had fucking room on his voicemail. But he keeps his fucking voicemail
No,
full.
it's not full. I can fucking tell you for sure.
Oh, it was when
shit
they
out.
were calling.
No,
right?
I deleted shit out. So I know that it's not full.
Because
I
I
have
blame
3
you.
voicemails left over.
That you haven't listened to, is that what you're saying?
No, that I've listened to, but I've decided to keep for some reason. One of them's from Grandma.
So, Mingo, I blame you. Because
Fuck
if
you,
you
Tony.
had not heard
Fuck
from
you,
them,
Tony.
you should have been like, Sebas, have they called you? Because they haven't called me, and they're usually pretty good at responding.
Well, I figured when I said,
No,
hey,
see, there you
no,
go.
when I said, hey,
You
I haven't
assumed.
fucking heard.
You assumed.
Oh, well, maybe that's his fucking phone number that's called me 30
well,
fucking
I
times
don't
in the last
answer
3
phone
days.
calls from phones I don't from phone numbers I don't recognize.
And I respect that because neither do I. You made a mistake by giving them an alternate number.
They
And
asked
not
for one.
te-
You
and
can't
not
move
telling
forward
you
without
that.
it.
You should next time tell me that I'm the alternate phone number.
I did tell you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Because then I would have been on the because then I would have been on the lookout for phone numbers.
Because
to
that
answer.
happened the last time with the AC company too. Because I told you, the old lady said that they've been calling your number.
That's not an indication that they're going to call me again next time.
I know. That's why I told you. I'm calling the insurance about and I put you down as a secondary.
You didn't say that because I would have been on the lookout for phone numbers to answer. Yeah, I would have. I do anytime you tell me shit like that.
Okay.
Anytime I apply for a new job, I'm looking out for 760 numbers.
Okay.
That's fine if you don't believe me. I don't care.
So what a sack of shit.
And then, when you ordered these items initially, it should tell you if they have the item in stock.
It didn't though. Because they already had it alternate from the Palm Springs store.
No.
Yeah.
I've ordered stuff online with that same. With that same company. I've ordered stuff with that same company. And I look when I'm ordering something that I want to pick up. I'll say, do they have it in stock?
But even then, as soon as I saw the receipt, I called to try to handle it, and nobody again either
You let it get
didn't
too
listen
far.
to the whole fucking story.
You let it go too far.
What?
You let it go too
Oh,
far.
fuck that!
When you look online, I'll look at washer. Do they have them? Okay, cool.
It said it had it. What you want me to do?
You
And it's
lie.
not like they have a chat system. Like, you know what's funny is today I went on to the Sears website just to look to see what they had, just in case. I'm gonna go
Sears?
back. Yeah, Sears.
They even still open?
They still deliver and shit. They have the Scratch and Dent store too in Coachella. I don't know if they have an actual store around here. They must have some sort of substation somewhere where they deliver from though. But anyways, I went on there, and as soon as I was looking at a washer and dryer and I clicked on one, their little chat system came up. Hey, I see that you're looking at the blah 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 blah. Are you looking for a dryer as well? Do you need gas or electric? Blah blah blah. That's the way a fucking website should be.
Hey, who's the one that chose to go with the alternate website?
That was me because
Okay.
they're here. I was like you. I was like, can Sears even fucking Sears isn't at the mall anymore? Like, what? You know what I mean? I thought they were gone. I didn't know that you could still order shit from them. And then I got an email from them today. I was like, oh, look at that. Fucking piece of shit company. Piss me the fuck off. All of it. They're just like, and they're not helpful. They don't fucking care. They're just
Well,
like,
that's every company in general these days.
fucking call corporate. What kind of bullshit is that? But
And you should always ask for the person's name when you first pick up the phone.
you know what's funny is I usually do, but
They should usually answer with their name.
but he was just so, oh yeah, no problem. Hey, I got it fixed, got it taken care of, no problem. It'll be there tomorrow. Oh fuck, great. I mean, like overly nice, good customer service. I thought it was good. My bad. My bad for believing the white hype. You know what I'm saying? But that was it. I'm done complaining now. It's over. It's done with. I have a washer and dryer. My clothes are clean. Good. That's all I need to know.
And you would have only paid a third of that price for that washer and dryer set.
Why?
Because between you and your two roommates, you split it 3 ways.
Roommates?
Because you know, it's a 3-way split on everything, right?
No, I pay rent to him. He's my landlord. He should be fixing the.
But that doesn't include washer and dryer.
Yeah, it does. Utilities?
It shouldn't anymore.
Well, it does.
Pull that shit out. We're gonna renew the contract.
You need to figure out how to put a coin machine up on that thing.
Fuck. Yeah, dude, it was just such a fucking clusterfuck. It was so stupid. The whole fucking thing. It was just like this, absolutely the stupidest shit ever. And like, you know, the fact that all this shit's going on and now, you know, everything's more expensive now and blah, blah, blah. You would think that companies would want to have people there that want to give that customer service to make sure that they're able to retain the customers that are coming to them, as opposed to tell them, fuck it, it is what it is. You want it or not? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but it's just the way things are now. I don't get paid to handle that.
Yeah.
You know, that's not my job.
That's the word. Like when you go to fucking Home Depot, that's not my department.
Yeah.
Really? Does your fucking paycheck say, hey, fucking hardware? No. God damn it. Anyways, I digress. Did you, were you a big fan of Game of Thrones at all?
I watched it. I wasn't a big fan. But yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, did you watch it from like beginning to end?
Yeah.
The whole thing? Yeah.
And I, in the beginning, I stumbled on it. Like I was channel surfing.
Really?
And I caught towards the end of it, the first episode.
Oh, okay.
And it was like the last 10, 15 minutes. If you remember that first episode where they threw the kid out the window.
Right.
And the main character got his head chopped off.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this is a good show.
Yeah, well, I'm in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then they showed that white girl and all of her nakedness. And I was just, let's go. I'm in. Let's make this happen. Did you happen to watch?
I didn't know it started this weekend.
Oh, okay. Because it happened last night.
Yeah.
So many people went on to watch it that it caused glitches and faults in HBO Max.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch it?
Yeah. It's good, dude.
Did you experience any problems?
Just there was a couple of like stutters. Like freeze frames. But they came right back. I didn't have anything more than just a couple of seconds.
I woke up this morning to the news and they were saying how it started last night. I was like, oh, I got it recorded.
Oh, okay.
But I just didn't.
You haven't watched it yet?
No.
And then last night, what is it? Tales of the Fear of the Walking Dead or Tales of the Walking Dead? Terrible. I didn't like it.
Which one was it?
The one with Terry Crews?
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah.
The first one was the blonde girl. The one that I said that she's a bad guy in like the 22 Jump Street or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was the first one.
Was that her? Mm-hmm. I wanted to rewatch it. I didn't think it was her.
Yeah, it's her.
Okay.
Then it's Terry Crews, and I can't remember if there's any other big names in it.
The chick from... She was in X-Men. She was in Office Christmas Party. She's like half Asian.
Yes. She's the one with Terry Crews. No, she's on...
she dated Aaron Rodgers, I think.
She was in Ride Along, where they were in Miami. What's her fucking name? It was kind of weird seeing her in that, play this character though, because it was so different than what she's done before. She was a lot more friendly, a lot more
Olivia Munn.
Yeah, there you go, Munn.
I mean, I'm not watching the show, so
yeah, it's not that
really.
Yeah, I was disappointed. It was just too.
They're doing one about Alpha. That one's going to be good.
They were, you know what it was, is because they were just too. happy-go-lucky for where they were in the apocalypse.
Was it not at the very beginning? I didn't watch it. I wasn't here.
Yeah, it was kind of like at the beginning of it, but there was still, cars strewn all over the place. There wasn't, not like people walking around or whatever. There were still communities that were trying to get places, but they were just like, happy-go-lucky, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, they were just kind of, it was all funny. It was like they weren't worried about, walkers coming up and killing them or eating them or anything like that. So it was kind of,
I'm watching a show that just started on BET called Murder Inc. It's about how that record label got started.
Oh, okay.
It seems like it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you take a look at the one that I told you on Hulu called This Fool?
No, not yet.
Dude, you need to see that shit, dude.
Is it good?
It's all Rob. All day long. Like, I can see that, like, that. Yeah, it's funny, dude.
My daughter, she asked me if I watched it, which I told her not yet. She knows somebody that I think maybe knows somebody that's either on the show, a writer for the show.
Oh, cool.
Something along those lines.
Right on. That's way cool.
Yeah, we went up there this weekend with her.
How'd that go? It was her birthday, right?
Her birthday's this Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yeah. It was good.
Celebrating that early?
Yeah, because she's going out of town. She's going to Texas to go party.
God damn.
For her birthday. Yeah. Tell me about it.
Why Texas?
Who's funding that trip?
That's her.
That's new.
Yeah. I think I told you although her office is based out of LA, there are people that work remotely.
Okay.
That live elsewhere.
Okay.
So when they were having their Christmas party, somebody from Texas came to the Christmas party.
Oh shit!
Left her husband and kids, and was like, "I'm going to a Christmas party in LA, for my company. I'm out."
Wow.
So, I guess she was tired of working from home and all that kind of good stuff.
Needed some interaction.
Yeah. So her and my daughter met, and they got along really well. And she invited her to come out whenever she wanted to Texas to go hang out.
Oh, dope.
So one of her sorority sisters is going out there with her they're leaving on Wednesday.
That's crazy.
So we went out there this weekend. She actually last minute decided to volunteer with her company to help the homeless for a few hours on Saturday morning.
Okay.
Apparently there's another company that gets donations and stuff like that and asks big companies for donations. So my daughter's company donated this food truck. It's called Beauty to the Streets. Beauty with the number 2, the streets, and streets is with a Z.
Okay.
At the end. And what it is a woman who started this nonprofit helping out the homeless out there. And so what they do is they give them haircuts. The women, they'll try to fix their hair as much as possible, paint their nails,
right,
stuff like that. And they give out food. They give out tents. They give out flashlights and, just whatever they can get their hands on. So I actually took my daughter out there Saturday morning. Dude's like adjacent to Skid Row.
Oh, wow.
And we got there. She was supposed to start like at 8. Dog, I pulled up. A line of homeless people. Dude, I'm damn near a mile long.
Wow.
And I was just like, I don't know about this. I was like, she's like, look, if I call you to come pick me up soon, just know that they told us since we're volunteering, we can leave at any time, but I'm going to try and stay until like 11:30.
Okay.
And I was like, cool. Yeah. I was like, yeah. And I'm telling her, you got to be careful. There's people crazy.
Here's my bag of sand.
Dog. And, no, she stuck through the entire time. She's glad she did it. Kind of humbled her a little bit. They gave out, dude, between 8 and 11:30. They gave out 600 meals.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
600 meals?
600.
Holy shnikes.
Dog. And she was saying that one thing that surprised her was the amount of people that felt that they had to explain why they were there. Like, I just lost my job. This just happened. And my daughter's like, I feel for you, but you don't have to explain. I mean, we're not here questioning you why you're doing it.
Right.
Or why you have to be here. But they kind of just felt like they had to. So she's hearing different stories. They've actually got some regulars that people know about. So they were telling her, okay, this guy's going to probably show up. He's a little cuckoo, but he's cool. This person's going to show up. Just be stern with this person because, he might try to get over on you on getting extra stuff like that.
Wow. That's crazy.
Dude.
I thought you were going to tell me that you stayed and helped her.
No.
Like, no, I've seen enough of that.
Dog, I drop her off, right? So I have to drive back to her apartment where my wife is, and there's a lot of one-way streets there. So when I told you it was kind of like adjacent to
Skid Row,
well, going back, I almost had to go through Skid Row. And I've done that once already.
And you were scared?
It's not that I was scared. It's just that...
Uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable because they make it uncomfortable. Walking in the middle of the street like it's nothing. Like you got to wait because you're in a car.
Excuse me. You driving in their living room.
Yeah, exactly. They're crossing the street. Don't matter if I got a green light.
Half of it's probably that they don't care that they get hit.
Probably.
They're probably
the other half is they
hit.
don't even know they're there. It's just,
really
crazy.
I don't know if I could. I'd probably have a really hard time doing that.
I would.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. It kind of
you'd probably cry.
Yeah.
Did you cry when you left?
No, but when my daughter was saying about women with their kids coming up, trying to explain themselves type deal. Yeah, she got kind of watery-eyed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
But I have to give it to her. She stuck it out.
Good for her.
Her company, I guess, does something like that at least once a year. So she's going to try and at least do it with them. Maybe get some more volunteers in her work. Because it was a small fraction of people that showed up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so I this is that time of the year that I think that all companies do that. Because we had this last week, last week we had something like that too. Where it's like volunteer week or whatever. But after that story, I don't know. They sent us blankets to make. Like they sent us the 2 pieces of cloth where you cut it and you tie it together and you make a blanket and then you put all the stuff back in and you mail the box out to the mission out in LA. So that was our contribution. So your daughter fed them and we'll keep them warm at night. It's a fair trade.
She said they were giving people ice cream. It's like a grip of stuff. I was really surprised. Makeup, giving women makeup bags. So you would think, what are they going to do with it, right?
Right.
But no, it's.
Well, I think, but no, that makes sense though. Like if you're down on your luck and you feel like shit, whatever, the world's against you, everything's like nothing's going your way. But one day you get to wake up, put some makeup on, and fucking feel normal. And you can conquer the world that day. And it could change that day, right? Like it could change your future. It only takes one day, right?
Yeah.
So I mean I get the ideology, but at the same time it's like really. But what kind of food were they giving out? Like 600 meals? That sounds like a lot.
What did she say it was? I don't even remember.
Like it wasn't like a PB&J and yogurt and...
No. But it was a prepackaged. Everything's like kind of prepackaged, so it's like really quick to get it out.
Right.
Type deal.
That's interesting.
And this non-profit does it like on a weekly basis.
Wow.
Every week.
600 meals every week.
Yep. Well, I mean, it depends on who shows up. I mean, I don't know if it's 600, but...
Right. But they're prepared to do that much. God.
Apparently this woman's been on Ellen. She got broke off a big check.
So... There's a lot of reasons, I guess, people end up homeless. And my question is, does it help them as much as it hurts them by giving to them? Just because, like, does it make it easier to stay where they are when you give and you help like that, as opposed to helping them in different ways, like get back on their feet, do stuff like that, like, you know what I mean?
I kind of think it's more of something like this particular thing. It gives them a break for the day. Like you just said, one day a woman could get her hair done and feel good about herself. Whereas for the whole month, she hasn't.
I like that idea where they, you know what I mean? You get them cleaned up, get them a haircut.
So I don't necessarily think that this particular nonprofit is designed to help you get back on your feet. It's just designed to say, hey,
help you for the day.
Yeah, we're going to help you for today. You know, at least today you're going to
spark in your life.
Right.
Yeah. That's crazy. Have you ever done anything for like anything like that? Like helped a mission or had fed the homeless on
someone less fortunate than you?
I'm going to say no. But I'm just going to say no.
Why?
Because I just can't remember. Because my kids in high school were very involved in a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So I would have to think back into those days.
Okay.
Where, I would have had to help them do something. Because they couldn't drive around, stuff like that. And off the top of my head, I can't remember.
I've wanted to and have been prepared several times to. I just never did it. To be quite honest.
When you watch a TV show or a movie and they do something like that, help out just for the day.
Right.
Yeah, you get inspired to want to do that. But then, that feeling goes away.
Right. I wonder, like the ones that have been there and have done it for a long time. Okay, well, if this guy comes, you got to be stern with it. With this person, I wonder if any of that at any point begins to jade the people that are doing it. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but I think the people who do it that are the regulars, I'm not gonna. I guess more accepting wouldn't be the phrase I should use, but they
more understanding.
Yeah, like my daughter, who would only do it once a year, she can't be jaded because she's not seeing it enough.
Right.
So the people who are invested in doing it on a weekly basis, I don't think they would look at it that way.
Right. I wonder. So I wonder if, like, the people that man, I just lost my job. I just blah, explaining their situation. I'm not even going to go that route. I'm going to go this way. So, like at the church here on Sierra del Sol,
okay,
they do like once or twice a month or once a week on a Tuesday, I think, they give away food.
And that line at the church fucking long.
And the hard part about it is you're driving by,
and everybody's in cars. No one's standing outside. In
brand new cars. There's Lexuses, there's Teslas, there's fucking Cadillacs, there's new Chevys,
these people aren't living in these cars.
Yeah, like they're, you know what I mean? It kind of makes you wonder,
we have a Salvation Army out in Cathedral City.
Uh-huh.
Same thing. On the certain mornings that they're giving away free food, there's like a line of cars. And yeah, there's some new cars. It's like, wow.
Like, do you belong here? Do you?
Did you just make a bad choice this month and you gotta, or are things really, you know what I mean?
What just happened to me is my cousin Herman, she works with families, that are disadvantaged.
Right.
And they get clothes for them, stuff like that. So we'll like donate whenever we have stuff. And we had a bunch of stuff that my kids used in college, like a little lamp, little fake plant,
right?
A pegboard, or just stuff like that. So she knew of a family that the kid was going to college, and he had absolutely nothing.
Oh wow!
So we had like 3 backpacks, and not to floss, but my kids don't use cheap backpacks.
Right.
We ain't talking JanSport.
Right.
We're talking, I don't know what the brands are. So, we gave them to her, and she was like, oh my God, he's going to be so appreciative of this stuff. We gave him all kinds of stuff. And so when I brought it to her, like clothes, and other clothes that wouldn't have fit him, she's like, oh, the dad will be able to fit in this. So I start feeling real bad. And so she's telling me about this, and I was like, damn. So I break out my wallet. I give her, that little hidden cash that I carry. Give it to the kid. Here, just whatever. She's like, oh, thank you, because we're trying to buy him a bike because he can't even get around when he's out there. And I was like, oh wow. I said, well, that's when I gave her the cash. I was like, yo, get him a bike or whatever. So I got home and I was telling my old lady, I'm probably getting choked up. I don't remember. And she's like, so are they coming for your bike? I was like, no, I'm not giving them my bike.
I draw the line on my bike.
She's like, I figured you would have given them your bike and just bought another one for yourself. I was like,
I could do that.
Yeah, I probably should have done that. Didn't even think about that.
Fucking Tony. How often do you ride bikes, Tony?
Dog, I got this nice Mongoose mountain bike.
That was not the question.
That I rode once. And I've had it probably at least 2-3 years. And I've rode it once.
Wow.
So you could have given him the bike and then not even bought a new one and it wouldn't have even hurt.
No, because now that we're empty nesters, my wife and I are going to be riding bikes pretty soon.
So you say. My
that's
dad
always
also
been
said that he was going to set coins up at opposite ends of the pool.
So does your old lady have a bike already, or you guys got to go buy her one?
No, she got a bike.
Oh, yeah? Has she ridden hers more than you've ridden yours?
Literally, yes. But that's because we've had bikes forever since the kids were little. I just had purchased a new bike because mine rusted out. It was left outside for a while. So I just bought myself.
Sat there for years. And...
Yeah, I just bought myself another bike and kept it in the garage.
I bought myself one when I was living up north, and with the best intentions of riding it, it was nice. It was the beach cruiser style. It was white and orange and with just little accents of black. Like, it looked fucking dope. And I think I rode it like to the edge of the street and back, like from here to the corner and back, like a couple of times. Woo, that was a good ride. And then it sat in the garage for a long time.
I'll tell you what, I mean, like my brother, like 2 birthdays ago, maybe Christmases, got me a helmet, got me some gloves, because my brother rides.
Oh, okay.
He'll like ride through the wash.
Okay.
Like on Ramon Road, he'll ride up to Visicino.
What's that shit called? The connection? Or?
Yeah, the CV Link.
There you go.
He'll do that. And I'm like, oh man, that's too much for me. He tries to get me to go with him, but if I could convert my manual bike to an electric bike, game changer.
Why can't you?
Because A, the cost, and B, to really do it, you gotta switch out like one of the rims for one that has the thingamajigs.
What you do is you go buy 2 RC car motors. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The RC cars?
Yeah.
So you go buy 2. And you put a wheel from a skateboard on it so that you can flip it and attach it to the wheel so that it hits the wheel, and that's what's going to move it. It's going to be those 2 motors moving simultaneously and moving those against the wheel, and then you'll just sound like a fucking RC car. And it's electric. You don't have to worry about gas. You don't have to worry about chain slipping or anything like that. You're good to go.
Yeah, I got to figure that out. Because I would roll.
Hell yeah. I thought about that too, because I was like, man, I need to buy me another bike. I really need to get serious about, my health and taking care of myself and blah, blah. And then I started seeing all these dope ass electric bikes, and I was like, fuck, those are dope. And I was like, God damn, those are expensive.
Yeah, dog.
They have some that look kind of nice. They're $2,500. And you're like, yeah, that's not bad. And then you flip the page and there's one there for like $4,500, and you're like, damn, that motherfucker's dope. That's the one I need.
I was speaking to some guy about his once. And he tells me he rides it to Palm Desert all the time. He goes up to like 35 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man.
Dude, I could ride mine from here to work and charge it while I'm at work and ride back.
You are not going to ride a bike to Coachella.
Why not?
Stop.
It's not like I'm pedaling. There's a motor on that motherfucker.
But it's still a bike. It's still a bicycle.
Dude, I used to ride from here to Palm Springs. And
that's different from here to Coachella.
It's half an hour. It's the same shit.
It ain't no half an hour, no bike. How long does it take you to drive there?
Bike? If I'm driving, like on the freeway, it's about half an hour. It'd probably take me about an hour on a bike. Because I'd take Washington all the way down, down Fred Waring, and because I couldn't get like on main streets.
Right.
Because motherfucker just Yep. Might be out in the fucking desert 4x on my little bike, you know what I mean?
See, but my Mongoose, the reason why is it's got mag rims.
Okay.
And I love it the way it looks, even though I haven't ridden it.
Are they the plastic ones? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the black plastic ones. Okay. And so, I don't want to switch out those rims for the traditional spokes, which is what I see.
Right.
Or have seen, I should say.
Yeah, somebody's got to be able to do it.
Yeah,
with that
I think you could take out like the axle and do so. Yeah, but again. So we went to a steakhouse on Saturday night.
Where at? LA?
Yeah.
Any good?
Yeah, it was pretty good actually, and it reminded me of us of the one we went to in Chicago.
Okay.
Old building. When you go inside, it's like you're transported into the 1920s because it's real dark inside.
Oh yeah.
They took us upstairs. It's small wooden steps, like they're very narrow.
Right.
And again, upstairs, it's got the old school bar, all that kind of good stuff.
What'd you have?
I had a porterhouse with French fries.
Okay.
No
bone marrow butter, no nothing, nothing fancy like that.
No, it wasn't like that. They had bacon wrapped scallops.
Oh, so good.
Really? I don't like it.
Yeah, I won't fuck with scallops. Oh,
they're so big too.
Yeah, they look like they can get kind of big. Like most of them are like quarter rounds, but like a flat marshmallow, right? A little thick.
Pretty closer to probably good half, 3/4 inch tall.
Yeah,
but it was a pretty good size round.
I like crab cakes. I'm a fan of crab cakes. You? No, not so much.
No, I don't like it.
You don't like seafood very much, do you?
No.
Is there any seafood you do like?
Fish sticks. Don't get me wrong. Salmon, I could eat if it's cooked right. It's just something that I've had halibut once and it was pretty good. It was cooked right.
Okay. I liked tilapia until I found out that they use them in like the places where they recycle water. And they eat all your human excrement out of the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, isn't there isn't there something else that does that?
Yeah, shrimp.
Yeah, don't you have to like pull turds out of a shrimp sometimes?
Yeah, it's got a little...
It's an entire vein
down the back. So you pull it out. But you know what? Lobster's like that, and so's catfish. Catfish scour along the bottom, and they eat whatever.
That's good. Called bottom feeders.
But those motherfuckers, that shit's delicious, though. I love catfish. That shit's good. The one time that we had it, it was good, right?
Yeah. If you hadn't used the biggest one to experiment on.
Yeah, I wish I would have had a fillet knife instead of just that fucking survival knife, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the tonneau blade
knife.
Yeah. But, live and learn, my friend. Live and learn. Yeah, I'm not a big fish person. Although, I'm very interested in trying it, how they do it at the Mexican restaurants where they just fucking throw it.
Yeah, that looks nasty.
And the fish is looking at you and the tail's kind of up.
Yeah.
It's all crispy. That shit look good though. That shit look real. Other than the eye and the.
Good. I mean, because the skin is still like silver.
Oh, they didn't cook it long enough. You can still see the. Because usually it's like that brown, like I've been fried.
Like it's burnt.
Yeah,
I've seen them still silver.
Oh, yeah.
People open them up, like cut them open and grub on the inside. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's a little weird. I have a hard time with like shrimp. That have you ever been anywhere where they still have the shrimp and it still has the head on it?
I don't think so.
I have a hard enough time when you get the shrimp where they cut the head off and just the little legs are dangling. The legs and the cascara still in there and the tail, because that's kind of, you got to peel it all out and then you get the fucking shrimp out of it, right? Which I've kind of gotten past, but when it has the head on there, I just, they look weird to me. Then you really see what you're eating. You're like, yeah, well, I'm good. It looks alien-esque. I'm good, brother.
Friday night we went to for dinner. We went to the Yard House.
Yard House is always good.
And it wasn't too bad. I just ordered a beer, and initially, and because I was driving.
Okay.
And they're still. It's one of those things that it's almost like they got all new employees. So our waiter at his other tables was really getting stuff wrong.
Oh wow.
So at one point he was walking around with one of them half yards of a beer.
Right.
Like he's just like looking around. And he just walked up to me. He goes, "You want a beer?" And I was like, "That one?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Sure." So he just gave it to me. And I don't know what he did wrong. So, I took it and I was drinking my regular one at first. And after about half an hour, I would take sips out of it because it was a beer I didn't like.
Right.
It was some sort of IPA that, yeah, it was.
I was just about to ask you about that. IPAs?
Yeah, it was nasty. But, and it's one of those things that once you start catching a buzz, that taste goes away. You can just drink it like water.
Right.
So by the time I got down to the skinny part of the glass, it was going down like water. So I was able to finish it.
Yeah.
And then we went to we were at the across the street from the crypto center where the Lakers play.
Okay.
So it's like they have restaurants, they have like a club, stuff like that. I don't know what it's called. And so we went to it's called Lucky Strike bowling alley.
Okay.
So we went there.
That place has been there a long time, right?
I don't know.
It sounds familiar.
I think Lucky Strike itself is a known kind of bowling alley, so they probably got them in different places. But it's nice, kid.
Really?
Dude, leather chairs where you're bowling, like with the diamond tuck.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We stayed at the bar, and we were hanging out there drinking. And they have DJs on Fridays and Saturdays. So DJ was supposed to be like from 9 to closing or something like that. And it was like 10.
Okay.
And the setup where the DJ goes was like right behind us. And so there was no DJ. So my daughter was like, "Where's that? DJ's like an hour late." And sure enough, like within 10 minutes after that, some dude comes walking in, rolling his case in. I was like, "Oh, that's him right there." I can tell by the case.
Right.
So he's setting up. He sets up his laptop, and on the laptop, on the back of it, it's custom. It says Mr. E. DJ Mr. E, I guess.
Right.
And so about 20 minutes later, it was just funny. Again, because you're buzzed.
Right.
My daughter goes, "Come on, Mr. E, what's going on?" And because I had seen it, I knew exactly what she was talking about. So that was kind of funny.
Did he play at all? Did he end up playing?
Yeah.
How was he?
Wasn't too bad. Nothing I would listen to.
Oh, playing all the new stuff?
Yeah.
Are you a big bowler? Is that something you do all the time?
No, not at all.
No? Are you good?
I haven't bowled in so long.
Really?
I mean, we didn't bowl.
You just went and drank it?
Yeah, we were actually, after the restaurant, we were just going back to the parking lot, and we passed. It was like, "You want to go?" I mean, it's Friday.
Let's go grab some drinks.
Let's go get some drinks. And
right on.
We were like,
ain't nothing like drinking in a bowling alley. It's a little different.
In a traditional bowling alley, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It can be rough. But this one, it's more like a upscale kind of spot. Like, they're checking IDs at the door.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was like an older event. There wasn't kids and shit like
Correct.
that. Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't a family bowling.
It was more like a bar that had a bowling alley.
Got you. It was like the one on fucking Big Lebowski.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
Love that movie. They do Big Lebowski Fest all across the country.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, they do like a 2 or 3 night event. They do it up in the Bay Area. They've done it every year. And they'll rent out a place where you go out and you watch the movie, and there's bowling, and there's just people dressed like their favorite character, and kind of like a cosplay for fucking the Big Lebowski.
I don't remember that movie all that well, except for the part where I think it's John Goodman is beating the shit out of his car.
Oh, yeah.
Because he thinks it's somebody else's car, and it turns out it's not that person's car.
Yeah.
And he wrecked the shit out of that car.
Right? Is that what it
Yeah.
That little kid's just sitting there watching him like, why are you fucking up my neighbor's car? Yeah, I love that. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. That was a great fucking line, dude. Every time he said that shit, I was fucking busting up laughing.
And then Saturday, we went to Saturday day. We went to the Garment District, Santee Alley, with all the stuff for sale.
Right.
It was hot though, kid.
Did you come up on anything?
We went there mainly for my wife and my daughter. We're going to a wedding in September. And my wife already got a dress. She needs some accessories. And my daughter, she decided to go, so she went to get some, like a dress. So she came up on something.
Nice.
I was thinking about coming up on a cowboy hat myself, but no, I didn't pull the trigger on that.
A cowboy hat?
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
It's funny. I've always wanted one, but my old lady's like, no. She was always against it. But then we went to that cowboy-themed graduation party.
Right.
I borrowed one. And then we started watching Yellowstone. So now she's like, yeah, you could get one.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, what was funny is... I don't remember if it was when I went to New Mexico or if I went to Bakersfield. I think it was when I went to New Mexico. My mom kept giving me shit. Said, you're going to come back, you're going to be wearing fucking cowboy boots and a hat and shit like that. And I never wanted a hat, but I did want boots. I've always wanted to wear cowboy boots. But I went to go look at them one time and I thought, dude, there's no fucking, they look like fucking thigh highs on me. Because I'm short, I put them on and the fucking boot will come past my knee. It'll look ridiculous.
I saw a pair in Texas that I wanted.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we talked about them on here at least.
What did they look like? Were they snakeskin or anything?
I saw a couple of snakeskin ones. I saw like it was white snakeskin with like red accents.
Okay.
They looked really nice.
In all actuality, I don't like the boots.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not into the boots. A hat, like I said, I've always wanted a hat. But the boots never did anything for me. I
would be afraid of the boots only because, you buy them and they're tight, right? But after they're leather, so once they soften up, wouldn't your foot slide around in those motherfuckers?
I don't even know.
I never had any, so I don't have like a point of reference, but I've had leather shoes and you got to keep tightening them motherfuckers over the years because they loosen up a little bit. The leather softens up and you got to tighten them so that your foot doesn't slide.
I'm always concerned about pulling them on, taking them off, taking them off.
Yeah.
That seems like it's a struggle.
Well, I'm probably too fat to wear boots because I can't lean over long enough to take them off. Like I can't bend over long enough to take it, like, you know what I mean? Because most people, but they look like they come off fucking easy. That's why I'm saying, like, does your foot slide around in them after a while?
I don't know. What makes you think they look like they come off easy? To me, they look like they come off hard. Like, you got to sit there and pull that son bitch off. And then when you put them on and you're wearing jeans, that looks like it's just work.
Could you wear the pointy ones?
I don't think I can wear boots at all.
Really? The ones you were looking at, were they the square toe or were they pointy?
Yeah, they were square toe. I don't think I can do pointy.
Yeah, I don't think I can either.
My foot's too wide.
Yeah, it would look really kind of odd.
Yeah.
Like your boot would have to be really long to accommodate that point.
Yeah.
And then they have like when you're like fucking Mexi, and then you're going to a place and you want to show off. You gotta have that big belt buckle. You gotta have that.
Well, I got the buckle.
You gotta have that super nice Stetson.
And that's the thing. Another reason why I didn't want to get a hat is because you gotta spend some time. Are you looking for one that's more flat? The bill all the way around is more flat.
Right. How
high up in the front, on the sides. It's like something you got to really spend some time with.
Right. You got to kind of know what they can shape and what you're looking for before you go in.
Yeah.
Because most places when you go in, they have some that are already formed. But if it's a real place, they have the steamers and they just get you the hat, the size,
really?
It's just round, and they're all flat, and then they shape them for you there.
And the variety is just not there.
Oh, you're wrong.
At the places we went to.
Oh, okay.
I know, like if I went to a cowboy hat store,
right?
There's going to be a ton of hats that you can choose from. So it's one of those things that it's almost like a tattoo. You got to know what you want because you're going to keep it forever.
So do you kind of know like the color and the material?
Black, but other than that, no.
And you're looking for one just to go out in, right? Like
I wouldn't even. I'd probably never wear it. To be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
You would just buy it to buy it?
Yeah, because it's just something that has always been like, But again, I don't want. I want to be able to pick it out, to really sit there and mull it over at which one I'm going to want to get.
That's fucking. I never would have pictured or thought that you would have been a cowboy hat kind of guy.
And I'm not. That's the whole thing.
But I mean, it did fit you that day at that party. The picture that you showed, okay, Tony can rock a fucking.
Yeah, I have to admit, hat. I was like, damn. And I think that's when my old lady was like, yeah, you could get one.
Yeah, I don't know if you could go like all country, like a hat, belt buckle, and boots.
Yeah, I can't do the boots,
and I don't think you could do. I guess you could do but you can't go. But you can't go fucking cowboy hat, belt buckles, and shell toes.
That is true.
You know what I mean? So you have to compromise somewhere in there. Although you could do your going out sandals.
That is true too.
And you'd be more of a Mexican cowboy than a traditional cowboy. You know what I mean? Holy shit! Have you ever told your mom that you want a cowboy hat?
No.
No. What do you think she'd tell you? Does she like that kind of stuff?
She won't tell me anything.
My dad was never really like a big hat wearer. And if you ever, not until he got older and his hair started to thin out because his head would burn, so he would wear like the cabbie hats. You know what I'm talking about? The pointy ones.
Yeah.
So he would wear those
little fedoras.
Yeah. Well, and every once in a while he'd have one of those on too. Well,
one of the bucket hats too, right? Or fishing hats or whatever.
Yeah, the bucket hat. Yeah, he did have one of those. When he was still a building inspector, he was a special inspector out in Desert Hot Springs, and here in Riverside County. So he would do like if he was still alive and he was still doing it, he'd be inspecting that arena that they're building.
Okay,
he would be able to go in and do that. And he had asked me a couple of times, or told me, I want to get they have these construction hats, and I have to wear it when I go do these inspections. I have to wear a construction hat per OSHA. And he said, but they have these ones that are cowboy hats. He said, I don't know where the hell to buy it. I've seen these guys have them, but I want one. I don't know where to get it. Well, I don't remember where the hell I was. And I must have been on the air because the guy, I saw somebody that had him or something, and I talked to the guy, and he ended up giving me one, and I gave my dad his hat that he was hysterical that, man, I need to find out where they are. I need to order one. I need to have it. Blah, blah, blah. I got him. Never fucking wore it, dude. He passed away. We found it in the closet, still in the box. He never even put it on. But he wanted to have his cowboy safety hat. Fucking hilarious.
You know what I think is cool? Have you ever seen the cowboy hats made out of beer? The cardboard boxes of beer?
Yeah.
Those are cool.
No. Well, they're cool if you're like at the river.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Okay. Like, wait a minute. We want to go to some nice fancy dance.
No.
Walk in with a Pabst
if they
hat.
made one out of Colt 45 boxes, I'd be rocking one.
Wow.
You might get a Pabst Blue Ribbon hat, but I don't know about no Colt 45 hat. Yeah, I don't think I could wear a cowboy hat though. But I've never really been into hats. Period. It's because I got good hair. But you know what though, Tony? I got to tell you, I had the toughest day the other day, and I know that we had talked about this before with Manny when he was on, and I gave him shit for it. I didn't realize how far back my hairline is gone. Like, what is this called? The horn? This area right here?
I don't know. I didn't know it has a name, but you got a peninsula going.
So
that's what I was going to call it.
A what?
A peninsula.
Oh, yeah. It's still got a long ways before it just closes off right there.
I don't know about that one, but
evil son of a bitch. So like where your hair's at, and then it goes back, and then they start your fade down.
Your temples are starting to show more.
Yeah, it's way back now, dude. Like I don't ever remember being that far back. I was like, oh wow, I'm starting to go fucking bald. I got plenty of hair. As long as my hair grows long enough so I can braid it before I pass, I'm good. And shit, I've gotten it all the way back now. I could put the top.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to do with that, kid.
I want to do a ponytail and let my hair grow.
Okay, you asked me last episode or the episode before what you can expect when you turn 52.
Yeah, 51.
Expect 51. Expect a decent haircut.
Wow.
Because, dude,
chasing my native roots right now, bro.
I knew that's what you were going for when you fucking pulled your hair back.
Nah, kid.
Yeah.
No.
You looked like the guy on top of the horse that...
Right? If you were chasing your roots, you got to grow it all out.
I am. But you let the top grow first, and then you let the side grow out because it doesn't have to grow as long as the top. So this would be longer than the top. So
no, it's not gonna work for you, kid.
Yeah, watch, it's gonna happen, dude.
No,
I'm gonna let that shit grow.
People at work don't believe me that I used to, when I would cut my hair short, I keep the front long so that I could spike it.
Yeah.
People don't believe me.
Why?
I don't know. They just don't.
Yeah, it's time to change up the style. Do a little something with it. Go down to super cuts
no.
Or what else?
Okay, go to
Sports Clips.
Sports Clips. Get you a little massage, kid.
Sports Clips.
They hit you with a massage. Then they hit you with a hot towel.
I'll go to a parlor for it.
Yeah, now you're talking. There you go.
There's one on right across from.
Why do you know where it's at?
Because I've looked every time I pass by. Because you know what they are, and you drive by and they have all the windows are all blacked out. You can't see in. Several posters. You're like, oh.
Half the building's written in a different.
Oh, it's usually all Asian, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Asian ones that are usually.
Yeah,
oh,
kid.
You get for the number 2.
Yeah.
The rubber tug.
Jesus Christ.
Have you ever been to one of those places?
No.
We get it.
No?
You love your wife.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
I've told you I've gotten massages before. It don't feel right to me.
Yeah, I don't know if I could sit down and let somebody do that. Like right now when I go to the chiropractor, he does a deep tissue massage.
Wow.
I'm having a tough time talking today.
A deep tissue
on my right hip, But it's not like where they're just kind of like they get those metal scrapers, and this dude's like, dude, I'm in the room fucking whimpering, like it fucking hurts, dude, and that's about as close to a massage as I've ever gotten.
My old lady likes those deep tissue.
Really?
Yeah, I can't mess with those.
Fuck that shit.
And
hurts.
when I say I don't feel right, it's because I don't think I do them often enough to be able to get them to feel right.
Right.
If I did it on a regular basis, I could probably mess with it.
Is it like just being in your underwear and laying on a table with somebody you don't know touching you? That's kind of weird.
That's a little bit of it, but it's more like because it's somebody you don't know and all this kind of good stuff, and then they ask you, "Is that okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, whatever you think." You know what I mean? They're always and when you become a regular, like my old lady, no, you need to go deeper. No, I need it stronger. Oh yeah, right there, hold it right there. That's where it's at. When you get used to it, I think you go there more. The more often you go, the more comfortable you are with it,
and you can dictate more of what. What
so it's like normal. But my old lady's going for a massage. One of her friends' birthday's coming up, so a group of them are going for massages. So that means I get one too, which one night. So that's kind of like the deal.
Oh, she gets to go to have somebody else do one.
Right.
And then she's got to give you one later. All right. How many you got piled up?
No, I cash them in. Around that time.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I'd feel comfortable doing that either. Like that would be kind of weird. And I don't know how people go in and on top of that getting a rub and tug at the same place. That's kind of like, all right. But I'm sure that when they're touching you, there's certain things that
I've heard. Like people that have gotten them. No one I know, just like on shows or interviews or whatever, and how they, like if they're on their stomach and the masseuse is walking around, they'll like touch them like on the leg to try and get them to, hey, what's going on?
Right?
Trying to give them the signal.
Nice. Have you ever had your nails done as a man?
Yeah. Back when I was in high school, after high school.
Oh, that's right. You said you used to do that, right? What about a facial?
I had that done once. It wasn't for me.
What did they do?
It jacked me up, and I was going to the club that night.
What do you mean they jacked you up?
They pop all your pimples and stuff.
Right.
And even ones you didn't even think you had.
They find them all.
They find them, and the blood comes out, so now you got all kinds of red dots all over your face. And I'm going to Cecil's tonight, and this is how you're going to do me?
Oh, wow. And they take that little scraper and they scrape your nose and get all that white shit out?
Oh, man. That was the first and last time I ever did that.
Did that hurt when they do the...
I don't remember.
The scraper on the nose?
I don't remember. This was like... Dude... When I was first 21, maybe.
Really?
And I had it done at one of those champion cosmetology schools.
Oh, that was your... Fucking Tony.
I had a buddy whose mom worked there. She wasn't like a teacher. She was more like front desk type deal.
Right.
And she's like, come on down, you guys. We need people they can practice on. There's going to be an instructor there. No problem. We'll give you facials. Your face will look great. I'm like, really? Oh, yeah, you don't even understand. I'm going to the club. Oh, we'll get you ready. Do your hair.
Next week.
Cool. Man, I walked in. It looked like my face was on fire. Somebody tried to put it out with a pitchfork.
Oh, fuck. See, I think I would like to have that done. Never done it, but I think, maybe I'll go get that fucking done.
Dude, go to Sports Clips.
They do it there?
No, but that whole hot towel on your face.
Or maybe that black mask that everybody's doing. Well, have you seen this shit now where these guys that can't grow a fucking full beard or whatever, they'll go and they edge it, right? And then because it's kind of patchy, or they use that pin. It looks like hair. It's got like 3 little whisks on it, and they wipe it down like that just to create that really dark, fine line on their face.
Really?
I'm like, bro, come on, really? If you can't grow it, you can't grow it, dog. You know what I mean? What you need that shit for? If you gotta paint your shit, it ain't for you, son. You ain't got it, let it go. But men are really trying to be pretty these days. They really trying to do the most. Like, yeah, and I'm good. Tough time for Mingo to be single.
I used to, when I got my nails done, I used to get the clear polish on them.
Right?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's cool. I could do that.
What made you want to start doing that?
Doing it for the ladies.
What movie did you see that you were like, fuck it, yeah, I need to start doing that shit?
You know, I'm not going to say it's a movie, but I'm not going to say it's not. Okay? Was it Devil's Advocate? Was it one with Robert De Niro or was it? No, his nails were long in that movie, weren't they?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. No.
But they look fucking fresh though. Those were like, I was like, oh, that's kind of dope. When he was sitting there twirling the cane and he had his nails, that was kind of dope.
I'll tell you what, I used to rock slip-on shoes. Like dress shoes,
okay.
slip-on, not dress like leather,
right?
Like a cloth,
right?
I don't remember how to explain it.
Like topsiders?
No, but to wear with a suit.
Oh, okay.
With no socks. And this is when I was like 20.
I've never been able to wear shoes without socks.
And that came from a movie. I don't remember what movie. Armand Asante was in the movie. I think that was his name, the actor. And like he played a Puerto Rican in it, and that's how he dressed. And I was like, that's pimp right there. And I rocked that for a couple of years.
Wow, do you still do that now?
No
socks?
No. I wear no-show socks on certain outfits,
right?
Or you can't see the sock at all, but you got to wear a sock, man. Out here in the desert,
yeah, ain't no fucking with it here. You know? Shit gets slippery as fuck inside that shoe. Nasty.
But dog, I used to rock a suit, no socks, and a slip-on shoe.
Here in the desert?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you
going
wearing a suit to?
Going to quinceañeras or a wedding. Try to, pick up.
Trying to upstage all day long.
Yep.
From way back. You see that shit? Jeans and a nice fucking button-down shirt. And some fresh motherfucking Adidas, and I'm good. Some fresh K-Swiss, all whites. We good. We golden. Keep it old school. Hold on. Do you want to talk about the Janet Jackson thing?
It was just a news story that I heard that a computer company manufacturer, when Janet Jackson's album came out that had Rhythm Nation on it,
yeah,
the actual song Rhythm Nation would cause hard drives to crash because it has something to do with the frequency of the song with the bass, I believe. That it somehow it was the same frequency as this hard drive that was spinning at however many RPMs. So while this song was playing and the hard drive was spinning, it would cause the hard drive to like wobble and crash. So somebody figured it out, because it actually happened not only to the computer that was playing the song, but like a computer that could be right next to it as well.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a news story that popped up today.
That's weird. I never knew that. Did you ever get to see her in concert?
No.
Dude, she's bad, bro.
Is she?
In concert, she puts on a hell of a show. I got to see her once. Actually, matter of fact, I think she was the first concert I went to as the second concert I went to as a guest. I think.
What you mean as a guest?
Well, not as a guest, but as a consumer. So not backstage or anything like that. Like as an audience member. That shit she's fucking dope, dude. She puts on a really good show. At least back then.
Right.
Who knows now? So, are you I know you don't listen to a lot of, you don't listen to a lot of gangster rap, right?
No.
But you know who Game is, right?
The Game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about him? Do you like him?
I think I like one song.
I think he's probably one of the worst rappers out of the last.
I didn't expect that.
10 years. Because every song is filled with names of people that are either rappers or actors, or that's all it is. Everything, he all ties it all back to that, right? Now, what do you think about Eminem? Do you like him? Do you think he's a great lyricist?
I like more of his music than the game.
So I think that he's one of the probably the best lyricist that's been out in rap. He's got to be in the top 3, if not number 1. Just the way he puts stuff together, the verbiage that he uses, just everything the way he puts shit together is just phenomenal to me, right? And people have always kind of picked at him to try to get him to respond to help them blow up, right? So, like he did it with Machine Gun Kelly, a couple other guys that coming up, trying to get at him and get him to respond and basically clown them and go verse for verse.
Right.
So for a while there, the game didn't get along with 50, and he was going after 50.
Well, are you sure?
Yeah.
Because the song I like from the game is with 50.
Right. Just recently, he was talking about 50, and he said, well, the only reason why I stopped clowning 50 or going after 50 is because he sucks. Talking about 50. He says, at one point I used to think that Eminem was better than me. And the dude that was interviewing him was like, well, wait, what are you trying to say? It's exactly what I'm saying. I'm better than him and blah, blah, blah. Like, now he's blowing up Eminem, talking about that he's better than Eminem, and that he's willing to go bars with him, right? So he's been on this thing where he's doing this now a couple of, at least a month now, talking about him that I've known of. Talking about him and trying to get Eminem to respond. And what's funny is he had talked about, I don't even know any of his songs. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't bump him. I don't do this. I don't do that. I'm blah, 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 right? And then he turned around and he made a 10-minute song, almost 10 minutes, about Eminem coming after him, just talking shit. And he uses Eminem's like 3 or 4 songs and raps about some of the shit, uses some of the shit that he says in that song against Eminem. And he can't keep up. He's not fast enough. And his raps are way too weak to, I don't know. If I was Eminem, I'd be like, dude, really? You've been doing this shit this long, and that's what you're gonna come at me with? Like, there's nothing there that's like provocative, nothing that, and even
I'm not even huge into rap, but I know that Eminem could probably smoke the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even 50 said, dude sucks. He said there's never been a time where he wrote a song where we were sitting there listening to it. Damn, that dude got bars. He said nothing. He said the guy's crazy. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he's trying to get M to come after him to blow him up and blah blah blah. So it's been about a week since that's come out, and usually Eminem responds within 24 to 48 hours. It's been like the most he waits to come back, even when it was him and Nick Cannon going at it, and he hasn't, not a peep from him at all. So I'm interested to see if he comes back and attacks 50, or the game, which the dude, he's an idiot. I never thought he was all that great. Like, none of his songs ever were like, fuck, dude, that song was, yeah, really? No, none of them. I listened to him and I was like, wow, dude, just nothing. It was all because it was all in naming names, Kobe, Shaq, and blah blah blah, and all these different rappers and artists, and just blowing everybody up. You know what I mean? And everything was tied to somebody else's name.
Yeah, I don't know if this is true. I looked it up, and I saw two different packages for it. So I don't know if it's true.
2 different packages for him?
Correct.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg is coming out with a cereal.
Yes.
Called Snoop Loops.
Snoop Loops.
Okay, so it is true?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently.
Are they going to taste like weed or what?
I don't know.
I don't think so, but I wouldn't doubt if he made a cannabis infused line.
Now the real question is he going to get sued for the name?
As long as it's more than 30% different, right?
Yeah. I think it was 20%. Well, it got to be 20%.
You said 30
The actual product?
Yeah.
But what about the name itself?
The logo has to be
okay.
different. So as long as he doesn't have like the same writing and a fucking toucan, you know what I mean? But I don't know what he's going to... I wonder what the logo is going to be, or if it's just going to be him.
Well, like I said, I saw 2 different packages that probably had a logo. I didn't look at it that far.
Okay.
But I just thought it was fake because, again, I think it was 2 totally different boxes. So I was like, oh, there's got to be a fake story.
And it's Loops with an S on Fruit Loops?
I didn't go that far.
And I wonder if he's going to do it with a Z.
It's with a Z.
Is it? Does he have a box or logo for it yet? The show?
I'm looking.
Okay.
All right. Yes. It's a blue box. Wow, this is Master P that posted it. It's a blue box, and it says Snoop in blue and Loops. Loops is yellow, red, and purple. The Z is purple. The background of the box is purple with a blue cat. The fuck is that?
See? And we'll put it up
Some
on...
sort of blue animal with holding a spoon in front of a...
Now, would you buy this cereal?
I was just about to ask you that.
It contains vitamin D, fiber, and whole grain.
Probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Cereal is not one of those foods that you mess with. You know what I mean? They were good when you started when you were a kid, and you write it out. Wow.
The website for Broadest Foods says that in addition to being a family-owned food product company, it is also a movement to making a difference in the lives of families and communities.
He's just getting paid. He don't care.
His company is called Brodus Foods.
Ain't that his name?
Mm-hmm. So he's starting his own, because he started a... he was promoting the no meat hot dogs or some shit like that, right?
I don't remember that.
And Kevin Hart just opened a restaurant in LA called Something Hart or Hart Something, and it's the first plant-based restaurant, and he serves like hamburgers and shit at his restaurant.
Plant-based hamburgers?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in a rush to go. Let's go to fucking Chris Hart.
Let's go to From the Heart by Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's getting ready to oversaturate.
Ready?
Yeah, he needs to back up a little bit.
I think he's already there.
He's everywhere, all over. Like, he's got a TV show,
commercials
in the mornings,
movies, comedy.
Yeah, I mean, he's everywhere.
Yeah. Him and The Rock are attached at the fucking hip, damn near.
I think they make a good duo, though.
Yeah, well, he just launched. Kevin Hart just launched his own tequila.
Of course he did.
I don't know what it's called, but he launched his own.
He's on. He does commercials now for DraftKings.
Shit.
For what?
DraftKings, the fantasy football.
Oh yeah. Fuck. And Snoop's tagline: "They're very delicious for shizzle." Fuck, dude. Who would have thought back in '88 when his fucking songs started coming out, the albums, '89, that Snoop would be an everyday name and selling cereal to your children,
or that he'd be on commercials with Martha Stewart,
or on a TV show with Martha Stewart, everywhere with Martha Stewart,
or on a TV show with Kevin Hart.
Holy shit! Did you watch that movie that he did with Jamie Foxx on Netflix?
Who's he?
Snoop.
No, what movie is this?
Talking about for the past 10 minutes?
We talked about it last time. It's Day Shift.
The vampire movie?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in that.
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, so it's Jamie Foxx and Snoop comes out in it. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, really? That's not saying much, though.
I really wasn't.
Coming from you.
I was when I found out Snoop was in it, I was kind of like, fuck, man. Because I had hope for the movie. And I thought, oh, fucking Snoop's is going to, like, okay, it'll be another fucking bad boy pimp drug dealer kind of thing. Like, because that's what he always does, right? Starsky and Hutch, fucking Shark Tales.
That was a movie?
What?
Starsky and Hutch?
Yeah, it's the one with.
I just knew it was a video game.
That was a show from the 70s.
Yeah. Oh, one of the Owens and Ben Stiller.
Wilson?
Yeah, Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller. And Snoop plays Huggy Bear. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow.
And so again, another pimp. And then I don't even remember what. Yeah, everything he's always come out in. He's always either been a drug dealer or a pimp. But this time,
was he one of the jellyfish in that movie, Shark Tales?
I don't know, but he had dreadlocks and a fucking.
So he had to be one of the jellyfish.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. He owned the nightclub. He owned the Anemone, whatever it's called.
Is Shark Tales a movie?
Yeah. You're remembering
a cartoon?
A lot of this movie that I don't remember.
Yeah.
And you watched it?
Well, yeah, I had kids at the time.
Oh, how old is this movie?
20
years ago?
All right.
You didn't watch it with your kids?
I don't remember. It's Shark Tales, no.
It came out in 2004.
It was him and Will Smith.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but Will Smith was
the
main character.
I remember Will Smith as a fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the main fish, and then
I did see that movie.
Okay. See?
I thought it was something like recent.
Trying to judge me, bitch. You saw it too.
Is Jack Black the shark? Who's the shark? Robert De Niro's the dad shark.
Oh, okay.
He's the main shark, right?
I don't remember it at all, but I do remember Will Smith as a fish.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese. Where the fuck is Snow? Now I gotta figure it out.
What? Oh, what character?
Which character he is. All I remember vividly is the squid in that movie. Snoop's not in this movie.
What?
He's not. It's Ziggy Marley. He's one of the...
Then what movie am I thinking of?
Doug E. Doug are the two fucking Jamaican jellyfish.
Then what movie am I thinking of where he's in a cartoon and he plays a fish? Because they didn't have that in Finding Nemo, right?
I don't think so.
When they were little, would you buy DVDs of these movies?
No, VHS. Well, I guess, yeah, DVDs. By the time Milo was born, it was DVDs. And his movie was Aladdin. We could try to get him to watch other shit, but if we wanted him to settle down, it'd be Aladdin. And Milo's was The Grinch. I think it was just the colors on The Grinch that would get Milo to sit and watch it. But we'd start, because our thing was we'd watch it, you'd have Thanksgiving dinner, and then we'd sit and watch The Grinch. It was just kind of a tradition. We'd start it on there, and it'd go all the way to like fucking February. All right, dude, I'm done with the fucking Grinch. That's too much quality time with the Grinch. I'm out on this one.
Wow.
My kids were into Shrek a lot.
Oh,
He was in the SpongeBob movie?
There was a lot of adult humor in Shrek.
Well, is there adult humor in most of these cartoons? Because they got to reel in the parents to sit there and watch it as well.
Yeah, I think there's some, but I think that one was like really in your fucking face.
Really? I don't remember all that.
He was an Arthur in the fucking Invisibles? God, that movie was great too. Now I'm just fucking going through all the shit.
Oh, Sebastian's going down fucking memory lane right now.
Yep.
Did you watch The Muffin Man? No. Did you watch fuck, I lost it. I just had it right now. There was something else I told you to watch or that I had talked about. And now I can't think of it. Oh, You have Disney Plus, right?
Yes.
Did you see the new She-Hulk?
No. You attempted it?
I attempted. I just put it on in the background to see if it would grab my attention to watch it. Yeah. Don't waste your time, bro.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to.
It's fucking awful. The whole first one is just them trying to kind of set it up and how it works and shit, and how she became, and I was just like, not interested. Not.
Did any other Marvel heroes show up in it yet?
Well, the Hulk's in it.
The Hulk's in it.
Anybody else?
Captain America's supposed to be coming.
Anybody else?
Not that I'm aware of. I wasn't paying that much attention.
Then you need to keep watching.
Yeah. Oh, why? Did you watch it?
Because I know someone who's going to be in it.
Oh.
I can't tell you. You got to watch it.
No, I'm not going to watch that show.
Great.
That's a complete waste of time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not big on that one, bro.
Then I'll watch it. I'll have a good time.
At the end of Peacemaker, where they showed up, the Super Friends, that was good.
I'm ready for that one to come back. I need to hurry up. But are they going to make more? Or was that it?
I hope they make more.
Yeah, me too.
And there's 3 things that could happen with the Flash movie because that kid got arrested.
That kid is a weirdo.
Whacked out, bro.
Dude. That kid is... Man.
Well, what's funny is Disney got rid of
Batgirl
because she had said a few things.
And then they brought her back.
No, they haven't brought her back.
Who?
Are they going to?
Yeah.
They did? Gina Carano?
Did you watch The Mandalorian?
Yeah, that big chick?
Yeah.
They're bringing her back to what?
To The Mandalorian, right?
They offered her a job back, I think. I don't know if
really?
she said anything. Because there's supposed to be a season 3 of that show.
Yeah.
Well, what upsets me is the Flash is having all these issues personally.
Yeah, they're probably going to dump the movie.
And I didn't read the whole story, but Batgirl was supposed to come out.
Oh, yeah.
And they shelved that movie. It's not going to come out.
Why? Because of what he's doing? Or
no, because they said something about it turns out it's going to be cheaper for them to take a loss on it, tax-wise. The company.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's Disney itself or...
They're talking about doing... they were talking about a second The Batman movie with Pattinson, but that it's going to take too long to make.
Well, because they were talking about Ben Affleck coming back out in that one, or Ben Affleck was coming out as Batman on Flash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Keaton came out as Batman in Batgirl.
They got too many fucking Batmans going on at the same time right now.
I thought you guys like stuff like that. Multiverse.
Yeah, in Marvel movies when it makes sense.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah, that's not multiverse. That's just different channels. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. I don't know.
But that Batgirl looked good, man. I was really disappointed. And, like, again, the Flash, I mean...
Was it going to be the same Batgirl as... Oh, God, which one was it? It was the one with... You need to chill out.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes. And...
Oh, no.
Kill Bill?
No.
Oh,
Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman wasn't...
She was Poison Ivy.
Yeah, she was Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
It was...
Batgirl was supposed to be some Latin chick. You would have probably liked it.
Why was she supposed to be Latin?
They just picked somebody
goddamn
else.
sense.
I don't know how to say bat in Spanish. I made a joke. So we're going to go ahead and leave that one alone. Know what I'm saying? Anything special going on this week? We missing out on anything? Anything we need to be aware of? Anything coming?
Not for me.
No birthday
I told
shout-outs?
my... Oh, yeah. When we ended, yeah.
Okay.
No, I told
right now.
I told my old lady I need this weekend off. I've been doing too much. I need to rest ahead.
It's time to simmer down now?
Yeah. I mean, LA this weekend. The weekend before. Her sister's thingamajig birthday. I think the weekend before that was like the baby shower we went to for my nephew.
Oh, that's right.
It's just, and then work's crazy right now, and it's hot. I was like, no. Actually, we spoke to my son today. We sent him a little care package.
Okay.
She got him like Starbucks gift cards, Visa gift cards, and some medicines because he didn't have any NyQuil or something like that. He got sick coming home from New York.
Okay.
And then she sent him a picture of us and the dog. My daughter, my wife, and myself, and the dog.
Does it say we miss you?
Yeah.
Of course it does.
And
You laughing because he said because you miss you?
Not to be mean, but it's like one of those things that I'm thinking. I mean, it's kind of like a nice thing to do,
right?
But if you were to move out, you wouldn't get shit from Domingo.
I would not get a goddamn thing.
You might get one from Tony though.
I'd get a "you missed last month's rent."
Be like, hey, I know you're
like,
gone, but
did it say I miss you? I miss you? Like, yeah. Yeah, I wish I would get one of those.
I'd get a, hey, are you going to call in for this week's podcast?
Right.
But he received it. And so we were talking, seeing how things are going out there for him and stuff. And towards the end of the conversation, he's like, what are you guys going to do this weekend? I was like, nothing. Just like that. I was like, nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm done. I need a break. I'm good. Because the following weekend, my daughter's coming back because she's going to celebrate her birthday with the families.
Friends here. Okay.
And then we got another weekend off. Then we got a wedding. Then another weekend off. And then it's like the cruise. And then
the cruise.
Dude, it's too much. When you get to be 51, it becomes too much. I don't got too many summers left.
That's true.
God damn, Tony, like that.
You got to get all the happy times in now.
So no, I'm not doing anything this week.
You got a lot left. You just might not remember the ones you've had already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, that's a lot. You guys do a lot, and then during the week you're always up at 4.
Yeah.
5. Fuck that.
Gotta get out early. Before it gets too hot.
It's funny, on days when I gotta open, I'm up before Tony.
Time you get up?
If I have to go in and open, I gotta be there by 3 in the morning.
God damn. Is it still an 8-hour shift though?
Oh yeah.
So you done by 11?
I'm noon 30. 1 if I'm pushing it.
And that kind of messes you up for like sleeping wise, doesn't it?
The whole thing messes me up anyways. Because like if I have a 3 a.m. shift, I won't sleep. I'll go to the gas station before work, pick up a Monster, and down it in the parking lot.
And be hyped for about the first 45 minutes.
No, that'll last me the 2 hours before my first break, and then I'll have a water wake me up, and then go into my lunch. And then when I get my lunch, I eat food, and then that lasts me to the rest of the day. But then I don't go home and immediately sleep.
Yeah, like last night, I should have been to bed early and I didn't. And I couldn't sleep, so I didn't go to sleep till like 2:30. And I slept till 8:30, but get up a couple times in the night to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you're
Well, at my daughter's house over the weekend, I sleep on an air mattress. My wife sleeps on the couch.
Okay.
And just like you said, get up. It's hard getting off an air mattress, kid.
Oh yeah.
Dude, my calf cramped up at one night.
Oh.
Man, it's like one of those things you wake up, it's like 2. You're like, man, I wish morning would come already so we could just get up.
Yeah, and the air mattress isn't sturdy enough to help you get rid of that fucking cramp in your leg.
And it's like the air in the. I don't know how often you've slept on an air mattress. It hasn't until I started sleeping going to my daughter's house. Like the air in the air mattress gets cold.
Oh, I never.
So it's like it's uncomfortable if you sleep just directly on it. For me, at least.
Right.
A sheet won't even do it. I got to put like a blanket on the air mattress and sleep on the blanket.
Really,
dude.
I thought that'd be kind of nice to have that cold because I sleep hot. Like I get hot anyways, even at 73 and the fan on. And
you crazy?
Wake up and fuck, it's hot.
Well,
what's funny though is like it's hot and then I get up and I go pee, and then I'll go lay back down, and then all that fucking heat's out of my body now. So I'm like, oh, no, it's fucking cold. And I got to throw a blanket on for the last 45 minutes of sleep.
I just told my lady this the other day. We spoke about it. One thing that feels good to me is because she keeps it cold.
Right.
And this usually happens in the winter. So it shouldn't happen this time of year, but it does once in a while. Like if I sleep without the blankets on, if I push them off or whatever, and then I get like really, I wake up and it's like I'm freezing. So I put the blankets on me.
Yeah.
And you can kind of feel, I call it defrosting. You can kind of feel like your body starting to warm up.
Oh.
Dude, I love that feeling.
Just kind of melting into the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels like so good.
You put the blanket over you and get those shivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
exactly what you're talking about.
That's kind of how it is. At about 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll get up, I'll go pee, and I'll lay back down. I'll be like, fuck, it's cold now. Like I said, all your fucking urine heat's gone, so you lay back down, and you're like, fuck. So I'll cover up. Normally I just cover up like my chest on my back. But now I got to cover up my legs because it's cold in the house again. So if I don't, my legs will cramp up in the morning.
Do you guys have to flip your pillow when you wake up in the middle of the night?
Yeah, usually not.
I don't ever flip my pillows.
Because the slobber is so cold. When you lay back, like I go to the bathroom and I lay back down and there's cold spots on the pillow because it's just wet.
I don't slobber.
Yeah.
I slobber like, oh.
Really?
I can imagine.
Crazy. So I gotta flip my pillow every time.
That's fucking disgusting.
You fucking take your pillow out to wash it, and big old fucking brown stains and shit.
Yeah, that's about it.
Fucking Tony. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's hilarious. All right, any final words, Sebastian?
No, I'm good.
Sure?
Uh-huh.
Any shout outs?
Nope.
Tony?
Yes.
Where you at?
Nephew's daughter, Mila. Her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
She turned a big 6 today. So he's got the youngest one out of the group.
Nice.
Did you go to his birthday party?
I didn't. I had to work.
Yeah, I couldn't make it either. Every time, just whenever he's having something, they usually have something for my daughter as well. But I usually make it, he has his party out of town, so I usually make it during the day. But
at least one of the days, right?
Yeah. And then, of course, the only other one is my daughter, Thursday, turns 24. Wow. Happy birthday, baby girl. Hey, she tried to be slick, tried to be like her mama. She sent a group text to us on the 1st of August.
Like she tried it
with the sad emoji face, if I remember right.
Right.
Said nobody wished me a happy birthday, and we were like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "It's August," and I was like, "That's your mom, kid. It's
the whole month, Dad. Come on, where you at on this machine thing?"
But yeah, she's going to Texas, so hope she's careful out there. Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Be careful in Texas. Tejas. Yeah.
She went to a Chris Brown concert last night.
Really?
Yeah. Like in Irvine or something.
Is he still making music, or is it still all just
like
old
Rihanna,
shit?
Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. That's a good question. She said he played all the songs that she likes, so it's got to be like stuff. He's probably got a pretty good catalog by now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he does. Yeah,
because at her quinceañera, she played one of her dances was to one of his songs, and he was already like out for a few years at that point.
He had already beaten up Rihanna.
Yeah, I think so.
Does he beat Rihanna out of that one, or well, he already did that, but
right? Yeah, I only know the one song, the song that he's got with Busta Rhymes.
I don't even know that one. I don't think.
Really?
Busta Rhymes?
Yeah.
No.
I just know who Chris Brown is.
I was probably like one of the biggest songs.
What song is that?
Don't look at me.
I can't
you don't even know it. It's one of his biggest songs.
Well, it is. I didn't say that I was fucking like, I'm not going to have it tattooed on my chest or anything, but yeah, it was one of Chris Brown's biggest songs.
No, it ain't.
Man.
I ain't never heard no song with Busta Rhymes. He had a lot with that dude T-Pain, but...
It's called Look at Me Now. Where he's rapping real fucking fast. You remember that?
No.
That one? I don't know. That's the main
Hold on.
part of the song. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can hate from outside.
How do I know that and you don't?
Hell, Breezy. Let me show you how to keep the dice rolling when you're doing that thing over there, homie. Let's go!
Speakers are on the bottom.
That's whack.
No, that's his biggest song because I know it.
No way.
It's got to be massive for me. To know
No,
it.
there is no way that's his biggest song.
If I know
Forever is probably his biggest song.
If
You're
I know
tripping.
it's got to be pretty big.
No.
People have.
I've heard that song, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's his biggest.
You're tripping. People have emulated and tried to copy that song. They're still doing it. They just tried to do it the other day on Wildin' Out.
No.
Yeah. See.
No.
See.
There is no way.
All right, well, it was wonderful talking to you guys.
That
We'll
was-
see you guys next week.
Check out Chris Brown's "Look at Me Now."
No, Forever is his top song.
No, I don't even know.
Because
What
they
is
play that at weddings.
What's
They-
Forever? How does that go?
You're tripping.
Forever is death and taxes. Good night.
Look at me now.
Tripping.
All right, man. Anything else?
No.
All right. All right, guys. Love you. See you next week. Bye.
Give me that. Run it.
And
Excuse me, miss.
And it.
Look at me now.
End it.